This building's been here for eons and eons and eons. You know, burnt down, half of it burnt down at one time. But so we looked up a lot of stuff and tried to find out and talked to mostly the old timers from the city that did the permitting and stuff, and they've been around for years. And the story came out that in the 30s there was a nightclub on the corner here where the big ditch is, where the bridge goes up. That was a nightclub that became the Moose Lodge back in who knows when. But the building was made out of coquina rock, and when you walked into the Moose Club at the time, they had a circular bar, and upstairs they had all these different rooms. Well, it turned out it was a nightclub for gambling back in the 30s. And the folklore story has it that it was owned by Al Capone, this building and the nightclub. And they used this building for the ladies that worked there and the henchmen, so that they had a place to come and go. And then we saw it in a book, a history book. Somebody wrote a book about Daytona, and there was a little blip about Chez Paul's building, you know, one of the old buildings in Daytona Beach that was, quote, owned by somebody famous. So the building's been here. It was an investment that we started, and then it evolved. It evolved from the Green Dolphin, with little pool tables, beer and wine, and sandwiches, until what we have today, where we have a tablecloth restaurant where people come in by reservation only. Here's an interesting thing. When we were pouring the foundation years ago, which is outside the outer decks, we came across the old foundation only 2 inches down from where we were, and it was an octagon shape. So the building originally was octagon shaped.
8 sides.
On 8 sides. And we found the old foundation, which had the glass, black and white marble chips that they put in, but they were square, like a foot square. So we found those. We also found a lot of nip bottles from 1933, like Ballantine Ale and stuff, and we kept them with the dirt in. We were told, don't take anything out, just wrap them up, put them under the stairs, and they'd be better off. If you clean them, they ain't worth a thing. They'll deteriorate. So we found some of that. We found some bones, and we were joking. Don't go any deeper.
How long has it been Chez Paul?
Oh, it's got to be 35 years. They said back in the 30s, the original building, back in the 30s. The fire happened, I guess, in the late 50s or early 60s from the man I bought it.
Who did you buy it from?
Ted Kepler, Ted and Jenny Kepler. We have siding up on this building from the original building. It's got to be 70, maybe 80 years old.
Do your customers ever tell you, hey, we heard this place belonged to Al Capone, or?
No, they never do. The conversation comes up about the origin of the building, and then I'll mention it to them, with history.